Good evening, Seal. My name is Helena from Postwheeler. Today's main story. Diedrick from Wittelsbach supports mortal voting rights, the new leader of his organization, and why he has chosen this path. Thank you for joining me today, Consul Wittelsbach. May the dragon bless you. How was your carriage ride?
Thank you, Helena. The dragon warms. The carriage ride was rather smooth.
Those Kindler carriages work wonders for comfortable personal transportation. I bet that ride also helps with the ladies. So a man in your position with such taste must have something going on. What's your relationship status? Are you single or taken? Anyone at the consulate catch your eye?
Well, I spend my time toiling for the concerns of others. This leaves me little time for my own.
I see. Though I hear you have taken for yourself a thrall?
Yes, my duty has finally outgrown me. My young protege will be most useful in the coming years.
And what of the rest of your staff? Any young vampires there?
Most of my staff are my wards, that have taken and passed the exams.
So, is it true that you intend to join the Lord High Marshal's coalition?
I have indeed voted for Jeffrey to lead this endeavor.
And what has prompted the switch in policy for you?
Well, Helena, I don't think this is a change for me. I've always been open about my sympathy for the plight of mortals.
Of course, your generosity is well established. But you must admit that this level of, shall we say, compassion is more than a little strange.
No, Helena, no. I don't think any amount of compassion is strange. Nor do I think this action is unwarranted. All people deserve compassion. The downtrodden most of all. And
Downtrodden? The residents of Lavasa are the lowest living people on the planet. No one ever goes hungry, nobody ever wants for water. What more would you need?
Well, that's...
How much more can a person strive for? I mean, honestly.
Well, what about a voice in deciding how they live? A voice in where they live, and where they go, and when they can even speak?
But that is your job as consul, is it not? To make sure the mortals are taken care of?
It is my job, and that's why I can say this with authority. As a caretaker of the cast out, I can say they need more than a vampire in a distant tower occasionally giving them food. They want and they need their own voice.
Would you give a dog its own choice in where it lives and what it eats? No, because the dog is yours and it should be grateful for what it has. Vampires are their rightful rulers.
Vampires are their rightful rulers. But that's all a vampire will ever be. A vampire can never be anything less than a vampire. It is ever burdened by leadership. It cannot choose to walk away or take a break. It must at all times lead. For that's the calling of the dragon from the strong. But mortals? No, mortals are not dogs. Dogs are much as us in this. They can only serve. The dog can only survive with the master watching for it and caring for it. Mortals can be anything they want to be. Mortals can choose to cook, they can choose to travel, they can choose to fight, they can even choose to lead. In their short lives, they accomplish so much. They can be so much more than we can ever be. Stuck in our role as protector, we can must only ever fight and guide and lead. In their weakness, they have freedom. The freedom which you and I, Helena, will never have. The freedom of choice.